and welcome back to another wheel-to-wheel Hotlap, proudly brought to you by Hybrid Ag. I am Viper's Fang, your Hotlap host, and this week we have Sekas, who's going to show us the way around a Gran Turismo Classic, Grand Valley Raceway. Last week was fantastic, screaming around the streets of Tokyo, but this week we're back in the Group 3s, and it's an endurance round. We're going to have lots of action, but to show us the way around this classic Gran Turismo layout, I'm going to throw it over to Sekas, and we'll be back to have a chat about the round straight after this. Take it away, Sekas.
Okay, welcome all to Grand Valley, a new track for us, wheel-to-wheel for GT7. New track personally for me as well. I didn't play the previous iterations, but yeah, in the Mclaren, I'll show you how we do it. So first point, holding some cars, yeah, you have to hold your gear. You might lose speed coming up this hill if you go into a higher gear. But looking for just where the end of the kink is, around the 300 meter board is your first braking marker. Get it tucked in to the apex, use the camber of the corner to your advantage, click up the second to get the rotation, using all the track limits here, coming down the hill. Quite a tricky section here, so keeping it tucked left, using this bridge as kind of your starting to turn in point, as long as you're, keeping it to the left. Getting it tucked in, then to the left, and using, coming this kind of hard braking zone, so about the 350 meter area there, so between the 300 and 400 meter board, hard on the brakes. Down the first for the McLaren, using that camber at the corner again, getting it tucked in, acceleration, gear for rotation, getting to the right. This is probably one of the tricky corners where you want a little bit of slide. May change that for the race, but yeah, you'll see I kind of ease off the throttle. No more than really 50% brakes, as if you start to use too much brake here, you'll start to understeer, car push wide, ruins the next 2-3 corners. So yeah, see that? A little bit of brake, letting the car rotate, getting it tucked in, and kind of skip a little bit of the dirt here. Track limits are roughly that white line on the edge of the road that you'll see around the whole track, so make sure not to abuse them too much, otherwise the penalties here are quite severe. Don't really have a braking zone here, but basically once you drift out, probably halfway in this little straight, on the brakes again. Okay, tucked in, down middle of the road, tucked in, down the first. Use first to drive it out of the corner, up to second, sticking to the right here. Looking about the 100 meter board here to get it tucked in, maybe just 120. And using your gearing to really get the car rotated. A little bit of throttle, a little bit of brake, not too much. Can shift up early there if you want rotation. Onto the scenic bridge. Again, this is around the 100 meter board, if not just before. Getting it tucked in. Try and take more of a later approach to this one. If you do, sometimes if you get it too tucked into that curb on the right, it can grab the car, and you'll do a full 180 or 360. So very careful here for track limits. I think it might be right on the limit there, but again, that white line I was talking about before. So, or maybe even just make sure you don't glance the orange sausages. Same for this corner here to get that good drive, and it's full throttle now. Enjoy the view. This is rough. A little glance to the wall there. Probably cost me a tenth or two at the end of the straight, but we'll live. No harsh steering movements. And just depending on your car, rev out. If you're in the Super, you're probably already in 6th gear at 270 k's here. But yeah, that is a lap around Grand Valley. I believe that was a 46.8 there for you. So I hope that helps. Enjoy.
Thanks for that, Sekas. Another great hot lap there, brought to you by one of our regular Div 1 drivers, Sekas. He's having a really great season, and we should see some great things out of him in this race and the races coming up. So thank you again to Sekas, and thank you to Hybrid Ag for sponsoring these hot laps and making them all possible. I enjoy doing them, and I'm sure you guys enjoy watching them. But let's talk about this week. Grand Valley Highway, a Gran Turismo classic, a throwback to older Gran Turismo games, and this is the first time we've raced on it in a long time. So let's talk about it. Sunrise, it's 33 laps, it's got a 10-minute quali, and it is the old-fashioned enduro setup. All tyres are available and all tyres are mandatory. There's going to be plenty of pit stops and plenty of action. There are lots of interesting cars to watch out for this week. The mid-engine cars are going to do well here, I think, and the little Volkswagen may be one to watch too with its top speed. But there are going to be plenty of things to watch out for and plenty of drivers to look out for this round. There's going to be a lot of mixing up in the divisions. A lot of drivers, you guys are going to see a lot of drivers in divisions that you're not used to seeing them in, because we have V8 supercars happening at the Gold Coast, and wow, are there a lot of wheel-to-wheel drivers, big fans of V8 supercars, and they're all making the trip to the Sunshine State to check it out. So keep an eye out for that. You guys know what to do. Tune in. It's 5:30 and 7:30 New South Wales time. Come and watch some exciting racing around Grand Valley Highway, and while you're there, say hi, get in the chat, get involved, and you guys know what to do. Let's get some